Coach, there's a lot of buzz kind of about your program this year, and I think that's just kind of a testament as you've seen it grow over the last few years. And how exciting has that been? I know there's been some tough moments too, tough losses too, but to see it to continue to progress, I mean, it's got to be one of the main goals.
Well, yeah, I think there's an old saying that you can win with talent, you can lose with talent, but you can't win if you don't have talent. And so, we have talent, and it's good to see that, and because you got to have it to win. So I'm just excited to be able to coach great kids, kids that have stayed in our program. This senior class was my first freshman class, so they're a little special to me. Sometimes I get emotional thinking about it because I watch these kids play as freshmen and now they're seniors. And so I knew in the back of my mind if we could just kind of hold everything together and weather the storm early on, and that we were all going to have an opportunity to have some special seasons. And so now the hope is just continue to progress.
How special of an athlete do you have to be to not only play quarterback, which has so many responsibilities, so much of a mental strain, but also to juggle being a pitcher in another sport? I'm talking about Amari Lethgo, y'all's quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have, it's a mentality, in my opinion, right? And I think the biggest thing with him is just being able to process. The thing that he's continued to done over every year is just process quicker. The game has slowed down so much for him, and I watch him play baseball all the time. It's slowed down for him in baseball. It's slowed down for him in football. And then now you get to see when that happens, his just natural ability. And the biggest thing from his sophomore year to his junior year was the down the field ball. And now that he's a senior this year and 7-on-7 is one of the things I've seen from him more than anything is just his being calm, delivering the ball on time, just continuing to make things just so easy. And so that's just, if you're going to win, no matter if you're in 10U or in NFL, you got a quarterback, it's going to be hard.
It was so cool to see Brody Rogers tweet out an offer finally, and to get a legit college football offer. A guy that had over 1,000 yards receiving last year and 10 interceptions on defense. To see that happen and see him, a door open for him, how awesome was that for you as his head coach?
Well, that's what you want for your players. You want to give them the best opportunity possible to pursue their dreams and then make it their choice. And, unfortunately, we're in a time in college football and high school football where guys like him get slow played. Guys like him might not get the same opportunities as they would have 10 years ago because of the way the world works in college football now. But he's a heck of a football player. He's a great football player, and he's gonna make a roster somewhere and have a really special college football career. And whoever realizes that more often and gets him, you've got a special football player. So for him, I'm just excited, and I hope that he can continue to have a special senior year.
Talking about special football players, I told you just a second ago that Dom Culp, one of your defensive guys last year, defensive stars, was really close to being our defensive player of the year, and now he's playing two ways. You even got that guy in the slot. To be able to be a D lineman and a slot, that's pretty special.
Well, I tell him all the time, scared money don't make money. So he's going to have to play football for us. We want to beat the best, and that's what we're trying to do. And he's in the best shape he's ever been in, and so he just wreaks havoc on defense, and he's the smartest football kid I've ever coached, and that says a lot. And I can let him just he basically runs the defense out there when I'm not, when the game's on the field. And so just a really, really good football player that continues to raise his level of play. And then you're going to see him be special on offense too. So, just really, really excited about him. Hopefully we can keep all these guys healthy and show their full potential.
Last thing, Jarrell Chandler is a kid who's gotten a lot of notoriety over the spring because of all the offer lists and things like that. We know him more as maybe a defensive back. We're going to see him offensively as well.
Yeah, you will. You're going to see him a lot on offense too. At the end of the day, you got to win with defense too. But if you don't score points, you can't win. And so I've always said that dudes don't stand on the sideline. Dudes play football, especially in high school. So he's a dude, and you look at him, he's 6'3", 200 pounds, and runs like a deer. So I'd look pretty stupid not putting him out there on offense. So he has worked really hard this offseason on his ball skills. A lot more confident catching the football. And that's the thing that you're going to see is, we 7-on-7 the other day, made some really good plays. And so just continue to utilize his athletic ability. He's long. Defensively, he's going to continue just impress people. We're going to move him around a lot to let him use his speed and athletic ability, and he's really aggressive. And so just excited about the talent and how to, now it's my job to figure out how to use it.
Yeah.
So, that's the fun part.